A smooth symphony of power, effortless ride, famous profile, the best-known touring bike in the world. Harley-Davidson's FLH 1200, the Electra Glide.
In the early 1960s, electric starters are being offered by Japanese manufacturers in even their smallest machines. And since Honda, Suzuki, and Yamaha were becoming household names, Harley decided that they needed to depart from the kickstart and make a bike with an electric starter, hence the name, the Electra Glide. And to make the transition a little easier for the hardcore Harley rider, they still kept the Kickstarter for a long time. After all, if it took you 5 years to perfect the one kickstart, it would be a shame to just throw that out the window. And since the bike now needed a 12-volt battery and electrical systems to run the starter, the oil tank and some other components had to be reworked around the engine, which at the time was the panhead. Fast forward a year later, the panhead was replaced by the shovel head. With a new engine, a 12-volt battery, and a couple other touring accessories, the Electra Glide weighed almost 800 pounds and cost $1,600, which was almost $150 more than any other previous Harley model. The touring boom had officially begun. And because I know I'll hear it in the comments, I know there was a Hydra Glide and I know there was a Duo Glide, but I'm saving that history for another video. Harley saw a huge increase in sales from the mid to late 1960s, and everything was great. Enter American Machine and Foundry. Harley had originally partnered with AMF to make components for the new shovel hood engine. At first there was a lot of excitement about Harley's new engine, as there usually is. The shovel head was a throwback to the knucklehead, popular in the 1930s, so it had that nostalgia, and it was ultimately conceived in terms of functional improvement. But as friction grew between AMF and Harley corporate, production started to suffer. Dealers often had to make extensive repairs on the bike straight from the factory before they even hit the showroom, which in turn drove up the MSRP and ultimately made the bikes more expensive. Luckily, the brand has one of the biggest and most loyal following, so people understandingly grew with the company, and bikes still sold. And this is not meant to talk AMF. Some say that they effectively kept Harley in the motorcycle business. But as one author puts it, there's a reason why you don't see many AMF tattoos. The 1981 Electra Glide would be the last bike that AMF ever had components in, and it's now a super collectible bike, and a few years later you can just go ahead and close that chapter of Harley's history. By the mid-90s, touring models were in full swing. Fast forward to 1999, the Evo is replaced by the Twin Cam, and then fast forward 18 more years, 2017, the Twin Cam is replaced with the Milwaukee 8. So we have the 1965 original panhead, and you have the 2019 Electra Glide. Quite a lot has changed in 54 years. Half a century, I would hope a lot has changed. Today, the Electra Glide Classic is going to be the bike just below the Ultra Limited. You're going to have the smaller displacement, as the Limited has the 114. And that's really about all. There's less colors to choose from. Limited has just rows of color. And Electra Glide has 5 very simple colors, and all of them look really good. Anyway, we're going to go take this bike out for a test ride and see how it feels. We only have this one, and then we have one more in the dealership that has a sold sign on it. This one had a hold sign on it. Someone is working a deal on it. So they asked me not to ride it, so this will be my second no test ride review. This one also comes with a touchscreen infotainment system. The Electra Glide can come with or without the touchscreen, depending on which ones you order from the factory. For any of you guys in the Florida area, in about 2 weeks, we will be giving away a 2018 Street Glide at our St. Pete Beach Bike Fest. All you have to do is come in. The raffle tickets are $20 and they go to support Athletes for Hearts. With the $20, you get a St. Pete Beach Bike Fest t-shirt, and you also get a chance to win a Street Glide. If you like their stuff, like, subscribe. If you hated it, I'm sorry.